Today we're reviewing an Arcanist Shiv. In today's review, we talk a lot about ankle weight training, which is basically just hyper-fixating on one aspect of a character to the point where you're playing a lot worse and you're probably going to lose a lot of games, but it really helps you improve that aspect that you struggle with the most. As always, we talk a lot about rage management. It's very important on Shiv. Most Shivs struggle with it, but especially the inexperienced / lower elo ones. And then finally, we talk about some like rejuve, meleeing rejuve better, and some drills, some practice drills you can do to get it really down. Lastly, I'm Midknight. I was a top 10 Mirage, and for the past 8 months, I've been a washed free Deadlock coach. If you want free coaching, all you have to do is join the Discord linked in the description, and you know what to do if you like the video. One more note, there was nothing that I found especially helpful in this review with the laning stage, so we're starting right with the mid game. You should be trying to melee wave more. Remember, I can't see your fucking rage bar because of this glitch. Thank you for the replay fix patch, Deadlock. I think the way to fix it is, yeah, there we go, okay. What I was gonna say is we should be trying to melee as much as possible because meleeing is the most efficient way to build rage on Shiv, even if you're not a melee build. Yeah, like this you're doing well on meleeing camps a lot, but like even meleeing the wave when Ivy's there is best. I haven't seen anyone build Nova this patch. They nerfed it so hard. I kind of thought with Rescue Beam we'd at least like see it built more, but I really haven't seen it. But also I'm not really playing supports this patch, so I haven't experimented with it myself. Rescue Beam just provides so much like inarguable value. Even if it has like a 1 minute cooldown, it's just so strong to be able to pull your like in solo queue. I mean, obviously in pro play too, but especially in solo queue to be able to pull your teammate who's like inting out. We're kind of just dying off repeat. Oh, that lash, that's unfortunate. Like, we're just running to fight after fight after fight. This isn't great. We really need to be building our rage more. I wouldn't chase this ball. Yeah, this is not a positive fight. Yeah, here comes Dino and you just die. I mean, I like the idea of the melee. We need to be meleeing around the corner. We don't die. That's good. We need to throw a knife at a camp and reset. So we're not in a good spot. We should not keep looking at this fight. We're just going to die and lose the rage we've built up. I mean, okay. Yeah, we're just looking. We can't be looking for this fight. It's really bad. We need to be much more prone to resetting. Yeah. Good parry, but we are just already dead. Yeah. I mean, we just need to reset there. If you don't want to lose rage as you reset, what you should do is just throw a knife at like one of the, like walk back this way, throw a knife in this creep, reset, come back, and then as you're coming off this zip, like right here, you want to just hop off, throw a knife at this big creep, and then keep going, and it'll keep your rage a lot more. But yeah, as far as right clicking, I would say just practice. Like if you want to get better at the movement of it, you just need to spam it. I've seen Shivs, I mean, I'm assuming they were practicing and not just really bad. But I've seen Shivs in my lobbies who like exclusively right click just to get like better with it, which I honestly would recommend that. Like if you want to main Shiv or are maining Shiv and you don't use the right click or you don't feel comfortable with the movement of it, just play like 5 games where you literally only right click and you don't left click. You're obviously not going to perform that well those games, but it will get you'll walk out of those a lot more comfortable with it. I do like how much we're mantle sliding. I really need to mantle slide more. I always like, I mean, I do it, but I always forget it exists when I'm like in game. Heck, certain characters like Dynamo, Nova is useless for healing. Like Dynamo doesn't need more healing when he has T3 heal and booster. Yeah. I mean, I feel like is it really only like the vision of building healing booster? Only support I see who, I guess Viscus and Ivy, like Kelvin doesn't need it, Dynamo doesn't need it. And most IVs aren't specking support nowadays. Even most Viscuses aren't specking support nowadays. I can't remember the last time I saw support Viscus. I'm adding Shiv to my repertoire. I like Bruiser style characters, so he fits my playstyle. I see. Then yeah, I would say if you're okay with sacking a little bit of elo, just play like 5 games where you only right click. You're probably not gonna you're not going to win the majority of them, but you're gonna become a lot more confident player afterwards. Also, I noticed we didn't slide after that roll. Is that gonna be a pattern? Please slide. Okay, you slid there. You're upstairs, so you can't double jump. I'm gonna like lock in on your movement now. Your movement's a little sloppy. You are sliding, but you're not like you're sliding like at inoptimal like how do I word this? Your sliding is just not, I mean, I don't want to say perfect, but like you're sliding slightly too short sometimes, and also sometimes you're not sliding. I would recommend that you just run around the practice tool. I started doing that as a warm-up. I mean, you guys have seen on stream, when I'm waiting for a replay system, I just go into the practice tool and like jump around. I really, really recommend that. If you think you have sloppy movement, or sorry, if you, the viewer, think you have sloppy movement, or me talking to, you know, you, Rogsgath, seeing your movement, I would recommend just spend like 5 to 10 minutes a day before you play games, just in the practice tool, just jumping around the map. Or I mean, you can also do this in-game, because your movement isn't like atrocious, and I'm not talking about like high-level movement tech. I'm more talking about just like small inoptimizations with the way you're moving. Just like when you're playing, you can also just like focus on your movement, or go into the practice tool and just move. Either way, I'd recommend like focusing on your movement more. It does feel rough to lose all this rage though. The thing about Shiv, and the reason why he has such a low win rate right now, is, I mean, okay, obviously this isn't an optimal patch for him, and he is in a bad spot. But it's because a lot of people, after the rage changes, like, still really don't know how to manage rage on him. The reason you see, like, Shiv one-tricks go absolutely insane on him is because they are using their rage perfectly. They're making sure to keep it up. When they're resetting, they're making sure to knife a camp. They're, like, really utilizing their rage. And, like, yeah, we're starting to lose rage now. We should just throw a pock shot. You should be shooting here. You're just, like, watching your rage bleed out by not throwing a shot there. You want to be like really focusing on your rage. Also, we have to care for dino ults. It's crazy this game is this much on the back foot already. I guess we are down like 20k. What was the cooldown of rescue before the nerf? It was 30 seconds and they made it a minute. With superior cooldown 24 seconds, and now superior cooldown 52. Actually, I'm assuming it's 52. Good ults. I haven't actually tested myself. What are we... Okay, this is... Okay. Surprised. I guess we're just really that behind that we don't have our ult max at this point. That sucks. Do you know which knife shift build this is? Because we are... I would say if you're going... Like, this feels... Your build feels like you're a dash build. But the fact that you have knife max and you don't have rapid recharge is a little rough. Because if we are maxing knife first, we do want to have as many knives as possible. Because we want to be stacking that bleed and rolling those knives. So I would recommend at least, like, you know... You probably have cooldown on your knife, right? Okay, you do have compressed cooldown on your knife. But I would still recommend rapid recharge. It's salties, I think? Okay. Did he really change it to not buy rapid recharge? Because last time I played salties was like a week ago. And it bought rapid. Before you got... I believe, like, as you got knife maxed or before you got knife maxed. But he might have changed it, to be fair. But I don't play that much knife Shiv, so I will trust his expertise over me. In that regard. Let's see. Again, we're just losing a lot of rage. I really can't stress how, like, hyper valuable it is just to, like, when you're resetting, like, come in here, throw a knife on this camp, and then reset. Because right now, you just went from almost full rage to, again, like, you're just bleeding rage. You need to be hitting this camp. You're not focused on your rage bar enough at all. When you're playing Shiv, you always need to be thinking about your rage, and like just stopping it from bleeding out as much as possible. Like it's fine to see you like not knifing a camp while you reset. Obviously it's inoptimal, but it's like, okay, whatever. You're not like that confident on Shiv. What's not fine to see is you like walking by a camp as your rage is like actively bleeding out and you're not even shooting the camp. Like, that's rough to see. Good kill on the Krill though. I wouldn't waste ult. He was dead no matter what, and we don't have our ult maxed yet. Shiv's like gameplay style changes a lot when he gets his ult maxed. You gotta remember, like, before you have it maxed, your ult is like actually a very valuable tool. And then after you have it maxed, it's just like a fucking ability you can spam. Because the only person who can dodge your ult this game is Dynamo. And we're not, I mean, if he's near an enemy, they can dodge it, but I don't know. I don't really trust him enough. Internet's choppy, unlucky. You gotta get back on the Terraria grind. Did you beat it in, hardcore? I know you, like me, died. Fuck. Why is ad break so giant? I really hate the ad break pop-ups. I wish I could just not have ads. I just, god damn it. I didn't mean to pin that. Wait, I need to look at this Richu fight. Let's try to move my chat up so I can actually see it. I don't really know where. Here, let's see. Okay, Richu's falling. You go for melee a little early, but you still went for melee, so that's fine. We waited, we jumped in bit, we went for melee, obviously micro. Okay, actually, how consistently do you melee rejuve? Because I could prescribe another drill to you. That I mean, actually, this isn't even prescribing drill. I just recommend this. Here, I'm going to go into a custom tool. 20 ads blocked out like last 2 minutes. Oh yeah, that's unfortunate. We weren't even. I was just showing a little tech, which is, well, I was just basically just showing. Go into the practice tool and just like spam hit rejuve. The best way to practice rejuve timing, and it'll get you really comfortable with it. Because if, I mean, obviously this might have just been a fluke, but if you are meleeing early or late consistently, you could just practice so much in that practice tool. And it's so much free knowledge. And it's a big dynamo. Sucks your dash isn't up. Yeah, that would just run away. Yeah. Most of them have dash max, so I'd run away though. Yeah, like once that Kelvin dome goes up, you need to leave. You have no chance of winning that fight. Okay, now we buy Rapid Recharge. Okay, so I think Salty just moved it a little later in his build. If that's where he has it, you know, I trust him. I need to play a more nice Shiv before I feel fully competent on building him. I've mostly focused on Dash Shiv, because I find it much more fun. We should be a little careful. Yeah, we got rejuve, so they aren't gonna hard siege. We have everyone respawning. Well, I did go very south. Oh, also you're saying you didn't really think about rage management until I mentioned it. Yeah, you should. Oh, thank you for the follow, Gluten. Oh, Gluten Snake. Hey, how's it going? I watch your videos sometimes. I'm much appreciated to see you here. Small world, I suppose. What was I saying? Oh yeah, with rage management, it's like, it's hyper important, something you really want to focus on when you're playing Shiv. And just make sure you're not like bleeding out rage. Like, yeah, like right now, if we had just thrown a single knife at a camp, we could be coming to this fight with like 75% rage. Finally caught you, my community says really nice things about you. Oh, that's sweet. Wait, yeah. I think we do actually have decent overlap in our community. So I know I have heard a lot of people watching you, and like I said, I watch you as well. When I get the chance. I don't watch that much Deadlock. Oh god. old patch moment. Okay. Running Urn, 2 rejuves, Lash ults. They have Dino ults. I don't mind this run. We need to stop this Krill though. We can't just let him stop it in cash. Please, melee. Okay, thank god he didn't double jump. If he just double jumped there, that would have been really bad. But he doesn't double jump, so it's fine. We're full rage now, so our dash does a lot. We can't let him just cash. Okay, I'm glad we're keeping him off. What I was gonna say is this run is good because are like the 2 team fight ults in the game. Well, obviously there's a lot of team fight ults, but the 3 biggest team fight ults are Lash ult, Dynamo ult, and Pocket ult, and they don't have Dynamo ult up, and we have we have Pocket and Lash ult up, so it's good for us to look for a team fight. Just going down the list and saw you live, so I thought I'd leave a follow. Yeah, welcome. Good to see you here. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I was saying before is like, yeah, I think we do a pretty decent communal overlap because I hear a lot. Like, I feel like you're the Deadlock content creator I hear most of my community talking about. Like consistently watching. We should focus that wave at that point. Like I guess we just kind of lost her, and it is better to focus her. She's out. It is better to focus her. But at the point where we lose her, we should just immediately go on wave, because the time we're spending like looking for her is much more valuable to hitting wave. And it's also a holiday, so it's, you know, she's bounce batting around. It's relatively hard to catch her. It's like the decay buy. Okay, also, you know, one of the main reasons you buy decay is to keep your rage up. So I'm curious if your rage, like, I'm just curious if your rage management will change. You said you don't really think about it, but I feel like, sure, like, it should be, it's a lot easier once you have decay, because you just kind of press decay before a fight, and then your rage goes up. It's also good to rush decay into, like, a heal lane, which, you know, Kelvin gives a decent chunk of healing, but you guys were losing the lane, so it's fine not to. But if you were into like Kelvin Krill or something, a Decay Rush also feels good. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'll stop focusing on the rage management. I've said my piece on it, but it is, as someone who just started playing Shiv, it is definitely like very, very noticeable. We're coming to this fight. I mean, it's our strong side. We might be rotating too many over though. We don't have much to lose, but it is still showing this many on the side of the map is a little risky. If we get 2 picks, we can go earn, or even with 1 pick, but ideally we kill this holiday as well. I grab earn. Okay, your lashes, perfect. We should start making our way towards earn. I put pressure on this walker. If they fold a lot over, you just run away. Ivy doesn't have ult, so you do need to be a little careful. Do we have... Okay, yeah, we do have ult max, so that ult is fine. We should walk out now. I'd be careful. Okay, you do have 2 rotating to earn, but I would be careful sieging this walker, because, like, if you look at map state right now, you 2 are pushed on this walker. They're not showing anyone, and we have 3 going earn. It's highly unlikely they're going to contest this earn. Because, like, on their map, if I switch to the other team... Well, actually, I don't want to reveal where they are. If I switch to the other team's map, they're just going to see you 2 here. They might see Hayes pushing, depending. I don't think she's hit wave yet. And they're going to have, like, no... They're not going to have any vision on the rest of your team, so they're going to assume the rest of your team is going earn. And they're just going to see, hey, we have 2 people pushing our walker here. Let's just send our 4 people here. Like, they have Dynamo R2. Or Dynamo ult 2, like, let's just send our whole team here and try to clean up these 2. Which, if you get Walker, it's kind of worth, but it's just highly risky, and you probably both are guaranteed to die. Like, overstaying here is really bad. Okay, they go on the Haze instead for some reason, but that's definitely the wrong play on their choice, or on their part. I'd be careful, you just need to be walking out, you shouldn't be looking for a fight here. You can dash on top of the roof. If you want to get out more easily, what you should do is you should wall jump and then dash straight up, double jump, and you can mantle it. And you give yourself a lot more space and you're a lot harder to chase. And then obviously your shit is going up, or your dash is going up in like 8 seconds, 9 seconds. So you're in a much better spot. But yeah, you will die for this. Which is unfortunate. Good parries though. But yeah, I'd just press dash. In that circumstance, you're dead. Just try to dish out as much damage as you can. Hopefully you like force one of them to reset. So you should just dash into them, press cold front. And just, like, you know, do as much as you can, because you have no chance at living there. It's Arcanist, it's Are you saying do I make a lot of bad macro decisions? I mean, obviously you're, like, you know, like you said, it's Arcanist, so you're not making, like... You are, you know, your macro decisions aren't, like, stellar, but for your elo, I think they're, like, pretty good. You maybe should be a little more, like... objective or well, I guess in that, well, objective oriented in the sense of you should see your team is running earn and fold back, but also objective oriented, you should be more focused around earn and not the walker. We do want to play for this last flex now, which we have 3 dead. I would just go mid. I guess they have Dynamo ult actually. Do we have anyone to... Oh, we don't have anything to stop it. Okay, we should just like brute force walker them. We have 3 dead, we should just send forward on this lane. Doing mid while Dynamo's ult is up is very risky unless you have like a holiday, or mostly a holiday actually. Or anyone else with, like, very easy point-and-click CC, which, you know, Ivy can stone form, but it is a little unreliable. No, we do make a lot of macro decisions. Yeah, for sure. But it's, you know, I don't know. I'm a person who believes macro is easier to learn than micro, to an extent. So I think if you're, like, ahead of the curve in macro but not micro, you're, like, doing good. Because I feel like at least to me, it was a lot harder for me to, like, aim train and get my aim down than it was for me to, get my, like, game sense up in other games. Like, in Valorant, for example, I had really shitty aim for, like, it was, like, 2 years, I think, of trying to improve my aim. And I was, like, hard stuck silver, and then I just learned the improvement mentality and, like, learned macro in the game, and I immediately spiked to Ascendant in, like, less than 2 months. After, like, 2 years of being hard stuck. With just like just trying to improve my aim and just trying to clean up my like really bad aim, like really bad micro. And then once I switch, I mean, yeah, you're doing a lot with these knives. He's just eating. I'm throwing another knife on him. Yeah, we're max rage, no knives now, which is a little... I mean, it's good we're max rage. We do have to be careful. Being a knife shit with no knives is a little scary. We don't have dash maxed either, so we're not super scary. I mean, we are scary, but like we don't have when you're a Shiv with no knives, you don't. If you don't have dash max, you don't have like a second tool to really rely on. Which we should be close. Are we close? 3,000 souls away, unless that's not correct because this is a former patch. My micro is really wait. Based on what you said about rage management, it feels like Shiv plays very differently than other heroes. Yeah, Shiv is a little unique. Yeah. He probably is one of the heroes with the most like different playstyle. I mean, it's kind of the same as like if you play Calico, you need to be like really box maxy. There's just like also okay, you're looking to run Urn, which is fine, but I hate when I play Shiv. I hate running Urn because you lose so much rage. What you should do right now is melee this camp. What I would do is mantle over here, melee the camp, and then just as you're walking by camps, you need to be meleeing them. Like I would go as we're walking up here, I would go to this vending machine. Like I would pop up, just stop in by the vending machine, toss a light melee on it, and just keep my rage from decroding. But it feels so bad to earn a Shiv because as you can see, you started this with full rage, and now you're at like if I move the mouse here, okay, I can't even put my mouse over the rage bar. But now you've lost like all your rage, which feels really rough. But yeah, rage management is something super central to Shiv. Okay. Jumping wave. I mean, yeah, we're a little overextended. We're lucky we didn't get collapsed on for that. When your team's showing okay, again, I'm sure to cement good fundamentals, because again, this is Alchemist and it's not that likely. But like, if you're in a higher elo, if your team's showing 4 on mid and you're overextended on a side lane, the team's gonna call to push you because it's like, okay, he can't have backup. If we just put 3 on him, it's a guaranteed like good fight. Let's just like bomb rush him and try to neutralize the trade for this Kelvin so they can't just end. So you should be careful when your team's showing a lot on map of sitting somewhere alone. Your team will hit Shrine Smile. Okay, there we go. And then we just hit Patron. Yeah, we should be a little more immediately hitting Patron. I mean, okay. So the thing is, looking for that knife on Krill is bad because I know you just looked at it for damage, which is not... Well, okay, it is good, but the way I know you looked for it, which is just for damage, it's bad. Because you're never going to kill him. That bleed doesn't matter. He's going to spawn. Why looking for that knife actually isn't bad before you look for Patron is because if you hit it, it would give you a lot of rage. But I know because you said you aren't focusing on rage, that's not what you're thinking about. So your thought process should be, okay, let's look for this yellow knife before Patron, just so we can, you know, try to get our rage up, try to get to full rage as soon as possible in case a fight breaks out. Instead of like, you know, let's throw this knife at Krill to try to get damage because he's about to be in spawn. We got Arctic Blast. We're gonna buy Escalating. Okay, man, that's one thing. I've had to, sorry, this is like a little bit of a side tangent, but I've had to really like fix my mentality as a coach because I used to be a lot more like, you know, I mean, like I said, one-trick Mirage for a long time, and like when I was like doing like I started coaching when I was like a top 10 Mirage, and then I just, you know, putting a ton of energy into coaching, my like rank and everything just decroded like pretty poorly. And I used to really like be like not insecure about that, but like, oh shit, if my like fucking rank is bad, which like, cause like right now I'm Oracle, which is like, it's fine, but it's not like stellar. Which is like, okay, well I should like, you know, I've peaked, I shouldn't be a coach, but I've learned more and more with like, you know, I've been playing Shiv a lot recently, and I have like a 20% win rate on Shiv on my main. It's bad. It is contributing to my rank falling. But like now when I'm coaching Shiv, I feel so much more confident, and I can coach so much better because I put the hours on him. And I really have had to like separate my mind. We're routing really inefficiently. This is a trap. I kill so many players in this spot because they route inefficiently here. When you're walking up, you want to walk up here, mantle this, and then mantle this. And it saves you like a full 2 seconds. You don't want to walk up the stairs. It's just side mantle and then a mantle here. And you will catch so many people chasing them, and you will outrun so many people by doing that. It is crazy how many people get their ankles broken on that exact spot because they just route up the stairs without thinking. But also, I really had to like separate in my mind of like, you know, like it's fine if I sandbag my rank because like I can see myself becoming a better coach by, you know, spending a lot of time on characters, like other characters, even if it is actively destroying my rank. So it's been like, I would try to split my mind with that over the past while. Anyway, side tangent done. Okay, okay. Honestly, this is the part of the game where I start to feel very unconfident coaching a Shiv, because this is a part of the game when I play Shiv where I become useless. Because right now there's no camps on the map. I am like so bad at keeping rage up. Are we? We're baiting it. Okay. I'm so bad at keeping. I assume if we're doing this, it's awful. I assume we're baiting, which is a fine call. But I'm so bad at keeping rage up at this point in the game because there are no camps, and I really haven't found like a perfect solution. It's like the type of thing where I need to study more high MR. We should not be doing this. Okay, yeah, we're walking off. Thank God. It is also. Oh no, your team's doing it. That's awful. Okay, baiting this, great call. Forcing mid into Dynamo ult, not a good call, and I'm sure you're about to find out why. Wait, they went in before you killed mid boss? Okay, they just did you a huge favor. Okay, you still finished mid, which isn't great. Dynamo completely wastes his ult pre-rejuve dropping. I mean, they're throwing. This is dangerous. Just dash. That's such a fat dash, and you have Spirit Lifesteal. Yeah, and that's probably game. That was really bad. We shouldn't really in general we shouldn't force mid. If you come from MOBAs, like it's very common. Oh wait, no, this isn't a game really. It's very common in League to like lose a game because you force an objective, and like if you ever watch a League coach, they'll talk a ton about how you shouldn't force an objective, and that's exactly why. If you force an objective, you just always put yourself in the negative. And like right there, it's just really bad to force that objective for no reason. They have time to get there. They're ready, and it's just a rough spot. Also, you especially shouldn't be forcing mid boss because you're into Dynamo, who has the best ult. I mean, Infernus is good too, but like the best ult in the game for stealing mid boss, especially into your comp, which has no easy hard CC on him, like a Holiday ult or something, or a curse. Wait, does your team have curse? I don't think they do. I haven't seen one, but I guess they could. No, your team doesn't have curse. Curse is also a good build in the Dynamo because it cancels Dynamo's like ult if it's actively up. So it's a very good counter build in the Dynamo. Obviously on Shiv you don't want to build it. But I'm just saying in gen. Well, I mean, I guess I shouldn't say obviously on Shiv you don't want to build it. If Dynamo ult's like losing your team the game and no one else in your team is buying curse, you just kind of have to bite the bullet. Or like, I mean, you know, obviously curse is good against like Fed Wraith, Fed Haze, whatever. Ironically, it's the Krill that's turbo fed. But he's going hard tank, so I would just like, we should kind of just be ignoring him in fights. Like, you should focus everyone else first. We're really strong now, though. Also, I'm curious how you'll use your Arctic Blast. Because with Arctic Blast, you gotta remember, when they're frozen, they take extra damage. So you have two options for combos. If you don't have Rage, your combo is Arctic Blast dash. And then you can toss a knife, whatever. But you obviously your dash is what's doing the most like burst damage in your kit right now. So you really want to change it. Wait, Lash went crushing bits. No, he didn't. Okay, we're fine. The enemies. Oh, okay. In a different game, you had someone go crushing bits. I see. But anyway, what I was saying is the combo is, so you want to use your highest burst ability, which is your dash, in tandem with your Arctic Blast. You want Arctic Blast and then dash. And then secondly, if I just blanked. Oh yeah, once you have Rage, the combo is dash, Arctic Blast, and then by the time your second dash hits, so you like lock them in the area of your second dash with the freeze, and then your second dash gets the guaranteed extra damage. So, but your combo should be changing based on if you have Rage or not. We shouldn't melee him again. Okay, a little early, but it's fine. We should melee him now that he wasted parry. That first melee is risky, but I would say fine given your elo. You don't want to melee twice, especially in this elo, because meleeing once reminds them that the key exists. We should not at any point be walking away from him here. Yeah, we get the kill. Kind of abandoned our team, but we picked him up. You could have much more efficiently killed him. You obviously just wasted your ult too early. I would, it's definitely better to be better safe than sorry with your ult there, and just like, I don't even think he was in ult range at any point, but even if he gets in ult range, just hit him a couple extra times. Please shoot away. You should also be shooting away here so you aren't decaying rage again. Get decay, and then, yeah, we should not be walking back in this fight though. I should have picked that up a second sooner. I thought you were just trying to farm wave, because I wasn't paying attention to map on my part, which is bad. But we should not be trying to walk back into the fight. Maybe if you're like a goat Shiv and you have ult online, you can like look for some assassin play on this para. Without ult online, you should never be walking back there. And also, especially like with their Fed Krill alive, you have no chance at bursting him. And honestly, at this elo, I don't even recommend looking for an assassin play on Para. I just recommend playing safe. Did it really not skip a minute? Okay, I love the skip buttons. Skip a minute when I press skip 60 seconds. Surely. Okay, well, I guess game's out. What? I can't tell if he's flaming him or not. Anyway, unfortunate loss. But I do think, yeah, but like by far, it's the rage management that crippled you there as far as your notes. So a couple, I would say first, just play Shiv games where you're focused. Your goal should be keep your rage up as much as possible. Be as at max rage as much as humanly possible. Also because being at max rage helps your farm. You want to be at max rage constantly. So that's your first goal I recommend. Second prescription, go into the hero tool. Like I said, I'll show it again since you I can find Shiv. I'll show it again since you got a little you got like ads, which oh God, I hate ads so much. But anyway, just practice with this rejuve. Just practice the perfect timing on meleeing rejuve. Practice it for a while, you'll get good at it. And then next, what was there now? Oh, play games where you just right click. You're gonna do worse. Probably do a gun build. Well, I guess you could do a spirit build and just right click for gun damage. But literally just right click and you'll get way better at it, way more consistent with it. And it'll help a ton. And then also, can I do the movement tech? I don't know, I can't do the movement tech, but practicing flying Shiv doesn't hurt either. Which is, again, you just right click and then wall jump and you go crazy. This is like good tech to have in the back pocket. I'm not still completely consistent with it, but I can probably do it 70% of the time now. Which is a lot better than before, but practice this and you'll get better. Then eventually, you know, you can go crazy with it. Anyway, those are your biggest notes. Those are the drills that I prescribe you.